Stadium, Forbes Field once stood. We are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
1-1, ready?
They'll start the drive here with an end around. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
On one, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Pickens going in motion left. Second and 9 now.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Harris.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Steelers at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Extra point of tying up this ball game. Yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little.
The full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little...
There he goes, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential 1st career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
Don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Gets this one quickly out wide. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
11, mighty. 11. Gotta go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
On 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a 1st down.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bengals are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Gun. Got.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on quarter number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
That is caught, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good,
and the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11 MT, take.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Inside handoff to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
11 Thomas. 11 MT, take.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Inside the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take it to the house.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Harris running straight ahead. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And this one complete on the slant route. He's got room to roam, and all the way down to the 5. It's a gain of 34. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing,
this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here we go, here we go.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Here we go.
And people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Burrow looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
11
And Burrow going to change the play.
11.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Hey, we gotta go score.
It's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now.
1-1, ready?
And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
On second down, here's Mixon. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On 1,
3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
11.
On second down, Burrow. Flushed out right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mixon will try the right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Burrow changing things up here. Back to Mixon on first down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals just continue to roll. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Austin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 65 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 90. They gotta go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Now run straight ahead with Ward. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32. Now he'll try to run with this. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Let's go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and a couple.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. 7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a ball. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left for being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
12.
A handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.